Missed an episode of your favorite podcast? Choose from over a decade of content in our archives, not just the latest episode. All free at GCNlive.com.
Good morning, friends. Greetings. And welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation and health in general. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado, registered pharmacist number 12275. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your health and vitality and well-being and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body. You are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That is why we are here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 28 years of practicing pharmacy, I have seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity and skin diseases like acne and psoriasis and eczema, rosacea, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds. Recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle. But what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure. Because the human biological system is a healing system. It's a regenerating system. It is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that healing, renewing, regenerating system a miracle, it really is no miracle at all. It is simply the way the body works. If you have questions about health and nutrition or prescription drugs, we are here for you. We welcome your calls on The Bright Side. Our number is 844-236-6010. We're going to get your calls earlier in the program. I've been leaving folks on hold, which I hate doing. So we'll get your calls here in the second segment. So call in early if you have questions about the longevity products, formulations, skincare, health issues of any kind. Or, of course, if you have questions about supplements, nutritional supplementation, the longevity formulations, or if you have a success story, or if you want to contribute to our conversation, 844-236-6010 is our number on The Bright Side. If we left you on hold yesterday or the day before, tell our call screener that you were on hold and we'll get you first up, 844-236-6010. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products, the ones I take, the ones I recommend, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine 2.0, the BioLumin Nightly Essence, the Jordan Rubin Beyond Organic Products, the Swear V. I'm doing another Swear V cleanse today. I did one on Monday. The Amasai, if you're interested in learning about the Beyond Organic products or purchasing any of the products, call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. And if you want to join the Brightside Ben team, tell them that you want to help me in my mission to educate the world about how important a good nutritional supplement program is. Tell them you want to get your products at the wholesale price. Tell them you want to have all the benefits of enjoy all the benefits of having your own business. 866-735-2470 is their number. For a one-time $10 fee, you can start a business, and they can tell you all about it. You can also head to brightsideben.com and click on the Join the Team link. Or you can go to my blog, pharmacistben.com, or you can go over to criticalhealthnews.com and check out the posts up there. Got lots of articles, and also you can order right off of criticalhealthnews.com. Or, of course, you can call the team, the Brightside Ben phone team, 866-735-2470. Let's see, if you're interested in being put on the list for our for our videos, myself and Amanda Rideout do skincare videos periodically. We were doing once a week. We're going to do a couple today. They'll be posted up, I think, Friday or Saturday. Send me an email, ben@ksco.com. Let me know that you want to be put on the list, and you'll be notified when a new video comes out. You can also like my Facebook page, The Truth with Ben. If you've friended me on my personal page, that's great. I love that. But I'm fast running out of friends. They only give you 5,000, and I'm already at 4,600 or something like that. So if you get closed out there, and I don't post there anyway, so just go over to thetruthwithben.com, like the page, and you'll get all my posts, and also our YouTube videos, which are all posted at thetruthwithben.com. And my new skin health, calling it Skin Health Products, will be out here hopefully next week or two. The Truth, that's the name of the line. Okay. We're talking nitric oxide. I know, hopefully you guys aren't getting sick of hearing about it, but it's so darn important, amazing, powerful, involved in the health of every single system in the body, every single cell perhaps in the body. And the link to nitric oxide deficiencies and degenerative disease is very important, yet no one has really talked about this. You're going to hear a lot of stuff on this program And if you've been listening to or paying attention to my work for the last 20 years, you know that I talk about stuff 10 years before people hear about it, because a lot of times in the world of health, scientists and researchers are figuring things out way before the mainstream press or the mainstream medical model has figured it out. It's true about things like vitamin K, for example, things about the relationship of the digestive system to autoimmune disease, for example, and now with nitric oxide. We've known about nitric oxide from a research perspective for 20 years now, but it still hasn't quite made it into the mainstream medical model, the importance of this stuff. It's linked to autoimmune diseases, degenerative diseases, cancer, anxiety, mental health issues. No one is considering how to upregulate, that is, increase the levels of nitric oxide in the body. Nobody's really addressing this. Pretty much all diseases, especially long-term chronic degenerative diseases, inflammatory diseases, are going to involve some element of nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is one of the immune system, the defense system's most important tools. The immune system, the defense system, learning how to beef it up, how to strengthen it up is super duper important. I did an interview this morning about something called low-dose naltrexone. Some of you guys may have heard of this, LDN therapy. Naltrexone is a drug that blocks opium in the brain. It's used to wean people off of heroin or methadone or morphine addiction. It blocks the effects of opiate in the brain so you don't get high off your hit of heroin. But it turns out that low-dose naltrexone also bumps up pleasure hormones. Naltrexone bumps up the brain's pleasure chemistry, the neurotransmitters that are involved in relaxation and pleasure. Well, guess what? As it turns out, when you upregulate pleasure hormones and pleasure chemistry and relaxation chemistry, your immune system goes up. Your immune system is boosted. Likewise, when the chemistry of anxiety and the chemistry of stress goes up, your immune system drops. Nitric oxide is one of the immune system's most important tools, and there's a hint there. Relaxation techniques, activating the parasympathetic nervous system, is a great way to bump up nitric oxide stores, resources, reservoirs, and support your immune system. Considering how fundamental this stuff is, what a vital role it plays in the inflammatory process, in the circulatory system, and immunity, it's hard to believe most folks aren't aware of it. Most folks aren't aware of how important nitric oxide is. Now, drug companies are aware of this, and as we said yesterday, drug companies are working on new drugs that will upregulate nitric oxide. In fact, a lot of the old drugs, a lot of the original drugs, medicines, pharmacology, pharmaceuticals that were developed in the middle of the 19th century when modern pharmacy was born in about 1850 or 1860, these original drugs were nitric oxide boosters. They didn't know what they were. Nitroglycerin, which was one of the first drugs, the first official prescription drugs. In fact, the guy who the Nobel Peace Prize is named after, Alfred Nobel, earned his wealth by working with nitrogen in developing dynamite. Alfred Nobel, I don't know if he invented it, but he was the first guy to market dynamite, which is one of the forms of nitrogen, similar to nitric oxide. Ironically, Alfred Nobel, the inventor of TNT, I believe it was TNT, it might have been nitroglycerin, but whatever it was an explosive nitrogen compound that made him so much money he could afford to fund the Nobel Peace Prize and the Nobel Prize in general. In any case, he, ironically, was one of the first patients to use nitroglycerin for his heart. Nitroglycerin and nitrate drugs work like nitric oxide, and they have been with us since the dawn of modern pharmacology in the mid-19th century. So, now that we've addressed all these important roles for nitric oxide involving the immune system, the circulatory system, the pleasure system, the part it plays in helping the body deal with invaders. Yesterday we talked about how cells will squirt out nitric oxide to kill microbes as a chemical that opens up blood vessels and lowers blood pressure, etc. Improving sugar metabolism, forgot about that. Nitric oxide is important for diabetics. And, of course, the inflammatory process. Now let's talk about how we can upregulate. Love that word in biochemistry. Upregulation means improve or increase. How can we upregulate, improve, or increase the way nitric oxide works or nitric oxide levels in the body so that this super important chemical will be around when we need to deal with a toxin or a microbe or anxiety or blood sugar? This idea of upregulating nitric oxide is not something you're going to hear from your doctor. It's poorly recognized by the medical model, but if you're listening to this program, you're going to know more than your doctor, and you're going to have an advantage when it comes to taking care of your inflammatory or immune health issues. So, what real practical steps can we take for making sure there's enough nitric oxide around? Well, perhaps the most important strategy we've talked about probably well, we talked about it since this show began, but we've been talking about it a lot the last couple of months, and that is activating the parasympathetic nervous system. This is, if not the most, certainly one of the most important strategies for increasing, upregulating nitric oxide chemistry in the body. I'll tell you what I mean when I come back from our break, and we'll get your calls as well. 844-236-6010 is our number. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, the Dead Doctors Don't Lie guy. Have you ever wondered why farmers can keep their livestock lean and healthy just by feeding them minerals in a nutrient-dense diet? Before market, they cut off their minerals, leaving them to crave high-calorie grains to fatten them up. So if weight control is this easy, why does the medical system prescribe invasive surgical gastric bypass for humans? The truth be told, according to research, you can avoid over 900 different diseases just by getting 90 essential nutrients daily. Check us out on the web at sonsoflibertyteam.com and order your Healthy Start Pack and get your 90 for life. Or dial 855-301-TEAM. I said essential, not optional, and every day. Easy. 90 for life on the web at sonsoflibertyteam.com or call 855-301-TEAM. That's 855-301-TEAM. That's 855-301-TEAM. Check us out on the web at sonsoflibertyteam.com. At sonsoflibertyteam.com.
Quantitative easing, unemployment at depression levels, Europe financial system falling apart, China getting out of U.S. treasuries. At the end of 2008, the time of TARP, the national debt was at $11 trillion, gold trading around $850 per ounce. Close to 2012, the national debt exceeded $16.4 trillion, gold doubled to $1,600 per ounce. The $20 trillion threshold for the national debt is inevitable. Politicians in Washington have a ferocious appetite for spending and stimulus. What's worse, a printing press to finance. 100 years ago, we had a gold standard to limit this madness, but now you have to adopt your own gold standard. Don't be fooled with paper promises. Get Midas Resources 10 Reasons to Buy Gold free by calling 800-686-2237. Understanding the gold and silver market may be the only insurance you could have to avoiding the next economic crisis. Call 1-800-686-2237 and order your free copy. Again, that's 800-686-2237.
How many good people procrastinate? When was the last time you updated your last will and testament, your living will, and your health care power of attorney? If you could get these documents included with your Legal Shield membership for no additional charge, wouldn't it just make sense to have the peace of mind of owning a Legal Shield membership? Worry less and live more with lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com or call 855-340-SAVE. That's 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
We've been patiently waiting while you tried to ignore us, waiting while you acted like we didn't exist, waiting for our chance to be taken seriously. The wait is over. GCN is available 24/7 at GCNlive.com. Navigate through news from your favorite hosts and download archives of past shows. Download the app on your smartphone or tablet or visit GCNlive.com for instant access and live streaming. GCNlive.com, the future of talk radio, now at your fingertips.
What good is a Big Berkey water filter?
We get that question a lot here at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And in a word, the answer is protection. Protection from water main breaks, E. coli contamination, environmental chemical spills, pesticide runoff, chlorine taste and smell, and all forms of fluoride. Plus, Big Berkey water filters are the original gravity water filter system and most trusted on the market for a reason. Tested by multiple independent NSF EPA certified labs, they are the gold standard in water purification. At only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. That means big savings. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get a Big Berkey today at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. GCN listeners receive 5% off all ceramic filter systems. Visit our website or call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
The nation's largest independently owned and operated talk radio network. The Genesis Communications Network. GCN.
Relaxation and immunity enhancement effects of GABA administration in humans. We talked yesterday about GABA, how important that is for relaxing effects. If you can't sleep at night, you might want to try 500 milligrams or so before you go to bed of GABA, G-A-B-A. If you have issues with anxiety or jitteriness, you also might want to try using a little bit of GABA. This article is from Biofactors, 2006. The effect of orally administered GABA on relaxation and immunity during stress has been investigated. And GABA works effectively, and this is the conclusion,